SMEs in Nairobi are now turning towards co-working spaces as a means to afford office facilities. The Nairobi Garage is one such space, hosting over 30 companies under its roof. Take a look. Property prices in Nairobi have maintained a bullish trend in recent years, and office properties have not been spared. According to property research firm Has Consort, prices for general property gained 3.9% in the third quarter of 2015. As such, small companies in Nairobi find it hard to afford quality working space.
Office space is really expensive here, and it's just going up and up. And also the cost of internet for a lot of these companies, like heavily rely on being online all the time. So to be able to get like a reliable internet line as well, you're also looking at sort of 100,000 shillings kind of thing to get that at least.
The Nairobi Garage opened its doors in 2012 to accommodate small companies in need of office space.
Nairobi Garage is a shared working space for mostly tech startups, but also other businesses, young businesses or companies that are just sort of like getting their feet on the ground. We provide kind of serviced office space as well as meeting rooms, 24-hour access, storage space, tea and coffee, and kind of a community sort of around business that encourages like support of each other, and we do that through like events and kind of like networking sessions where we bring in kind of expertise from the outside to come and meet the companies here and kind of encourage collaboration.
The price tag per desk ranges between $146 to $195 per month. Most small companies find this within reach.
It made things cheaper because we didn't have to look for space and now get the desks, then get the internet on it, and then someone to clean, someone to get us coffee. And as the team grew bigger, of course, this is our problem. Of course, the bigger the team is, the more costly it is. So the benefit is that we've been able to do that easily.
Nairobi Garage is so much more than a co-working space. It is also a community and a great platform for people who are interested in new technology, innovation, entrepreneurship. So we're very happy to be part of a place that is so vibrant and where there's so much cross-collaboration between different companies and industries.
It's kind of served as a landing pad for us and given us a great opportunity to get started with operations here in Kenya without taking the risk or assuming or paying a large cost to get our own office space, to handle all of the things associated with that, negotiating with ISPs, etc. It's allowed us to come into Kenya, basically recruit a small team and get started right away.
The co-working space is home to 30 companies. However, it's not just startups that find comfort here. International firms such as Uber are also running their Kenyan operations from this space.
The main attraction for them is, particularly if you're coming from the West, Kenya can be quite a challenge at first in terms of doing business. Like you don't find so much information online about how to get your company registered. If you want to get a PIN, like how do you do that kind of thing? Like there's very little sort of information online, which if you were maybe launching in the West into a new country, you would be able to navigate the waters like pretty easily. But in Kenya, that's a bit of a challenge. So I think access to information. People can come here and they can talk to someone else, a Kenyan who started a business and say, hey man, how did you do 1, 2, 3? And people are very willing to help each other here, kind of thing. So just having access to that kind of ready-made community, just to kind of take away the mystery of doing business here, I think is one major thing.
The rising demand for co-working spaces has also driven Nairobi Garage to expand. In December 2015, the firm will open its doors to a 2,000-acre square meter working area, an investment worth close to $30,000.
We have around 130 kind of people here and about 30 companies represented, and there's just like more and more demand. Like every day we have to turn people away because we're completely at full capacity. So now we're launching our second space actually in Westlands. So we're going to be based on Wacky Way, and we have like a space that's actually 3 times the size of this current one now, and already this one's pretty big. So it's a pretty big space. It's like 20,000 square foot. So there we're going to be able to hold about 3 times as many startups, so around 70, 80 companies will be based there. And so that will kind of bring our full kind of membership to sort of 100 plus companies.
40% of what will be Africa's largest co-working space has already been pre-booked by international corporations. Nairobi Garage predicts growth in revenue as more companies keep streaming in.
It's actually a kind of a choice that people make to be in a space like this because of the networking opportunities that you find here, and obviously that's super important when you're at the early stage kind of thing, and obviously as you become bigger and bigger, you know, people look for you, you don't need to look for people kind of thing, so maybe then, you know, you would choose to get an office on your own if you kind of feel that you're already where you need to be. But a lot of companies, you know, they're always looking for growth kind of thing. So we're supporting companies that are growth focused kind of thing. And whether you're 2 years old or 10 years old, if you're still looking to kind of expand your reach, then you would want to be somewhere like this.